everyone, I'm Yinzhen Lyu, a composer and Pipa player from China. I have premiered dozens of new Pipa pieces, so today I will chat about the instrument's classic traditional techniques, and then show you the new techniques composers are writing into new music scores lately. Let me introduce the tuning of the Pipa. The original tuning of the Pipa is A, D, E, A. The range of each Pipa is different. I put the most common range of the right. The first technique is the common technique of Pipa, planking with the index finger, picking with the thumb. The application is like this. Second technique, double pluck, is pluck both strings simultaneously with your index finger outward. Double pick is pick both strings simultaneously with your thumb outward. The application is like this. Simply put, there are 10 ways to play a single note. Combining 2, 3, and 4 notes creates even more techniques. I won't go into all of them here, but I will see that if you are writing for the Pipa and don't know which technique to use, simply write the notes. It's like the violin, you simply write the pitch, and the performer will help you decide whether to bow upward or downward. The third technique we will introduce is Gua and Ling. These two are arpeggios, but they have special names in China. Playing from the first string to the first string sequentially is called Gua. Playing from the first string to the first string sequentially is called Ling. The first technique I'd like to introduce is the Pipa's most unique finger rolling technique, which comes in many forms. A finger roll involves playing the strings sequentially with 5 fingers: index, middle, ring, pinky, and the thumb. However, please note that if only one finger roll technique is noted, it will be considered as a single finger roll. If multiple fingers are to be played, a tremolo symbol should be added to the note sting, and the dotted line should be placed after the finger roll symbol. This example illustrates how the frequency of the finger roll can be increased or decreased by the number of tremolos. A double finger roll involves playing 2 adjacent strings simultaneously. This example A 4-finger roll involves playing 3 or 4 strings simultaneously, usually 4 strings. A 3-finger roll involves playing the strings sequentially with the index, middle, and the thumb. A 4-finger roll involves playing the strings sequentially with the index, middle, ring, and picker fingers. Now, Let's move on to the fifth technique, rolling, a quickly plucking technique. Then, shaking the finger is repeatedly alternating between plucking the string with one finger using the upper and lower edges of the tip. The fifth major category of techniques is the percussion techniques of the pipa. First, planking the panel is use the snare of your index or middle finger to poke the panel. Then, slapping the panel is use the palm of your left or right hand to pat the panel. Lifting is lift a string with your thumb and index finger and then release it, producing a strong note. Next, bonging is hook the string with a tip of your thumb and then release it, producing a strong note. Plucking, it plies the thumbnail onto the string while your index or middle finger plucks the string from below. The techniques discussed above all pattern to the right hand. Now we will discuss techniques for the left hand. The seventh major category is vibrato. In especially small movements of vibrato. Roll is moto vibrato, refers to vigorous movements of the strings. The eighth is the most classical left-hand technique on the pipa, 推拉错住. 推 is push the strings inward, 拉 is pull the strings outward. 住 is slide toward the higher pitch. 错 is slide toward the lower pitch. The ninth major category of techniques is related, similar to techniques used for arpeggiatory. So, is scratching the strings with the left fingertips to produce sound. Tai Qi is pressing the left hand to lift the open strings to produce sound. Da means striking the thumbs with the left fingertips to produce sound. The tenth is light pressing, which means applying very little pressure to the string without fully pressing it down. The 11th major category is harmonics. Naturally, harmonics are created by pressing the left hand finger slightly on the harmonic position. These are all the natural harmonics of the pipa. Artificial harmonics are created by pressing the left hand on a specific note, while simultaneously pressing the left hand fingers or the right pinky lightly on the string. The 12th technique is sha, means place your left fingernail under the string. Twisting the strings is twisting two adjacent strings together. Twisting the four strings means twisting two pairs of adjacent strings together. The 13th technique is fu, means after plucking the string with the right hand, cuff the string with the left or right hand. The 13 techniques above represent the most commonly used traditional pipa techniques, covering most of your common pipa techniques. Next, we will discuss some new techniques developed in recent decades by contemporary music composers and pipa performers. The first new technique is twist again. Based on the previous test, twist again, placing one finger between the two strings. The second new technique is the all-fret sound. Pulling the string of the frets creates a noise. The pitches that can use this technique is the third new technique is the wooden fish sound. Press your thumb against the third or first string and use your ring finger underneath to create a wooden fish sound. You can use percussive notations, but if you do, please indicate this in the playing instructions. I will play an example below. The first new technique is 上弦音, means playing the upper string notes above the fretted fingers. This is a pitch chart of the fretted notes. The chart is in the order of A, D, E. From left to hand within the chart, the fretted notes pitch, the actual pitch of this technique, the center value, the frequency, the center difference between adjacent notes, and the pitch difference between adjacent notes. This chart is from Lyu's paper. The fifth new technique is rubbing. Use your fingernail to rub the nylon strings, second, third, or first, to create a sound. For example, see this example. The sixth new technique is clapping the strings. The technique involves clapping the strings with your palm to produce sound. The seventh new technique is side rotation. left or right hand rotation of the side of the pipa. The eighth new technique is knuckle tapping. Use your left hand knuckle to strike the panel. The ninth new technique is scratching the frets. Continuously scratching the frets creates a noise. The techniques described both are not necessarily perfect. Therefore, there is still much room for composers to explore in Pipa performance. If you have any questions, please send a private messenger or post them in the comments section. I will respond promptly upon seeing them. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.